shoo, 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 shoo. Speaking of, you know, speculation being baked into the price, I kind of want to segue into the Otherside land preview. I'm very interested to see what happens with the price of the codas. Maybe they'll, you know, show what you actually get with the coda.
It would seem like semi-obvious to me that they would prioritize building value for the codas, right? That's what they can build the most value for right now, because no one knows what a coda is really.
I don't think they know what coda is.
Yeah.
Right.
I think they got out over their skis on this Otherside mint. They don't really know exactly what type of game they want to execute, because literally nothing will make these people happy. You can't come up with you can't create a game, especially one built on a pre-existing engine, by the way, that people are going to be like, you know what, this is worth $20,000. Like, no one will be happy with this, so you come up with the coda. Well, no one knows what the coda is. Let's talk about coda, blah, 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 blah. It just distracts people from the inevitable fact that, like, this game will disappoint people, and the longer they can kind of kick the can down the road, like, the more runway they have to raise VC and try to get out of this.
But I'm with Patrick. It's super tough. Like, what is a game that is gonna, like, nothing will make people happy? Have you looked at games? Like, Riot Games cannot make a game in a category that is already established. They can't make a card game that's successful when there are multiple card games that people are freaking out and they're like, okay, cool, let's throw 200 million at it in a couple of years. Whoops, we failed. And you're like, oh, apes, they'll think of a new game that way. I don't necessarily believe in that as an ape maxi, but I'm not. So it's like, maybe they can figure something out, but it's no matter what, it's going to be shoo, 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 shoo.
As of right now, Yuga Labs is not a gaming company, right? They have yet to prove themselves in that industry.
Whoa, we play games. No. Were you there for the mobile game? Do you know about this?
I played the mobile game. Okay. I got to level 20.
Oh, 20, then don't talk to me, bro.
That was
okay, I
pretty
sleep
good.
for a week. No one is hoping that Yuga can all of a sudden compete. Like, if you think, like, yeah, Yuga's gonna release something better than Activision, like, dude, like, what are you talking about?
That's
like,
what they're trying to do,
You think that
No.
Yuga's gonna be better than Activision, Blizzard, Valve? You're crazy. I'm sorry.
They're trying to
and I'm an
build
ape maxi.
the metaverse
You're crazy.
of metaverse.
Do they really, though, have those expectations? Because anyone who's in the space should know that
No,
it's practically impoable to put that level of game on blockchain.
Oh, they
We're
could
on
build a
dial-up.
game.
Blockchain is on dial-up still.
The game
That's a
thing
good
is
We
point.
don't
so
have
dumb.
the bandwidth to
Yeah.
handle this level of gaming, and anyone who thinks we're there is way off.
The game thing
we
is
are happy
dumb.
with our little people walking around and doing nothing. like that's the best you're gonna get right now.
Our idle
And
games.
yeah, idle games. I actually love idle games where
Yeah.
you don't do shit but you make money.
Yeah.
You know, and I've had gamers scream in my face because they're like, why do you play these games? I'm like, to make money. You're not supposed to play to make money. It's supposed to be fun. I'm like, making money is fun. Like, some of us think making money is fun.
Some
And
of us
it's
are
like-
playing the
and
real game.
I don't think Yuga does Otherside unless A16 is involved. Like, that is the only reason.
But will that make it fun?
No, that won't make it fun. No one's gonna like it. The thing is like A16 they need to get money out of their investment. And how do you do that? You drum up some like old tried and dead idea like, oh, let's just turn it into a game and call it the metaverse. Like, no, that doesn't make any sense. We all know it doesn't make any sense. The valuation doesn't make it. Nothing about that makes any sense other than a bunch of people all saying, hey, it's worth that much, right? It's worth that much, right? We all pump it up in our little circle, and it's
greater
worth
full theory.
It's worth
Greater
something.
full theory.
It is going to zero. Like, there's no there's no reason Otherside should exist, and I don't think Yuga would have done it, in fairness, if it wasn't for VC influence.
An interesting thing I saw in the news this week was that GTA 6 is rumored to have cryptocurrency rewards. And if you guys don't know this, Grand Theft Auto 5 is the most profitable media product in all of history by far.
Fuck every movie ever.
Fuck every movie ever.
Like
Titanic, yeah.
Star Wars, Avatar 1 and 2.
None of
and
that compares to Grand Theft Auto in terms of profitability.
It's not in 1 year. It's
yes, exactly.
like over 8 years.
Yeah.
Like,
so when you think about like where the money is, it seems, you know, semi-logical that like the money's in gaming, right? So why wouldn't the biggest Web3 company do a type of game with their metaverse, right? It makes sense, but here's the thing, like I said, I'm gonna keep saying until the gamers like get it together, but like the gaming industry is fucked. Expectations always exceed reality, and then you're left with like an unfinished game most of the time. We've seen that with a lot of games. You know what I mean? And so if they can pull it off, then it'll be like the next Grand Theft Auto of the blockchain.
Tons of games go viral that are not AAA insane competitive games. Do you know what it makes to take a AAA game? It takes insane developers working the most insane deadlines in the most insane industry. If you think you can just put a couple people together and do it, you psycho. Riot's over in Santa Monica. Go in the office and ask them and be like, hey dude, me and my crew are gonna beat you in a game. And they will literally they will laugh their ass off, and they're right. But you can build Among Us.